everybody. This is your Commander, Steve Permley. We are joined tonight by Captain Sarah Rosenzweig and her husband Alex, Admiral Jeffrey Higdon, Chief of Communications of SFI, Colonel Tim Johns, DOIC 213th MSG USS Umiak, Drew and Sean of the USS Rosser Camp and Associate Producers, Colonel Richard Steele, 10th Brigade, Fleet Captain John Rogers, XO of the USS Constellation, Fleet Captain Kevin Plummer, Chief of Staff at Starfleet International, and Major General Jeremy Karsten, a Region 3 Admiralty Board.
Another demotion in the process, eh?
Yes, everybody enjoys the promotion. How's the database? You know, I really hate you. We haven't had you on for so long, but it's okay.
I'll take Fleet Admiral AMA for 400, Alex.
And the answer is, this project will be done soon.
So actually, this project is closer than being done than what you think. I actually just talked to Tony, and he's just doing some small coding now, and we should start beta testing very, very soon. So that's the plus side. That'd be the last thing I'll have to worry about before I leave office is the database. And then hopefully the next administration that comes in after me won't have to do anything because I fixed it all. We'll see. There's always something
just in time for somebody new to mess it up.
Just saying.
Steve,
go ahead.
Steve, you've been fixing it since you got in.
I've been fixing a lot of shit since I got in. But hey, also, this is your time, Starfleet. If you have any complaints about James Herring VCS, this gentleman right here is the one you should direct all those upsetting comments to, him and Ryan Case, because they were on the list before James. I'll just say it like that.
I believe at the time Ryan had just had a kid, and I was having my own.
So there's an inside joke. There's a few people that's complaining about how James runs things, and a couple of them are on the board. That's just natural. It always happens. And so I reminded, the first person I asked was Ryan Case and then Jeremy Karsten. And, James was a little further down my list. So I said, if you guys had those complaints, you should have said yes. And I torment them just because that's what a good friend does.
Yeah. I'm still writing stuff for you to put in the manual.
But make sure with those complaints you carbon copy this email address.
You know what? Actually, that email I haven't checked in so long, I probably should check it tonight.
I'm sitting there seeing stuff from the
last time I checked it, it was messed up, and that's why I tell everybody when you send something to the CS email, send it to my personal account too, because half the time I'll get it at one and not the other.
Oh hell! I forgot what the email address was for that one. I had to give you a card.
So, but how's everybody's night going?
Not bad.
I don't know the answers for any of us, I think.
I think Sarah looks the most comfortable.
I am comfortable.
I don't know.
PJs and a blanket going on.
Yeah, I'm pretty comfy.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you're definitely runner up there. That looks like a hell of a robe there.
And what are you drinking from Stemware, Jeremy? I thought you didn't drink anything from Stemware.
Where the hell did you get that opinion? No. Actually, this was my Christmas present from my mother. I've been asking for coupe glasses for years because I like them so much better than martini glasses. A, I think they're classier, and B, physics. You can actually move around with this, and it sloshes a little bit. But a martini glass with its big V shape is a demonstration of why tsunamis form. So this is the rippling sea versus a tsunami. If you jiggle just a bit with a martini glass.
Tonight?
But to answer your question, I'm having a rye Manhattan.
Jeff.
This is why I spoke the sippy cup.
Fran's thing is fixed.
Oh, excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did you hear that, Fran? Or if you're on here? No. She didn't even know about it, to tell you the truth. I caught it while I was looking at the other thing that happened today. By the way, you made Karen's day.
I made Karen's day.
Well, the promotion board made Karen's day.
Well, that's because you sent me a bottle of scotch. Of course, she was going to get promoted.
Is that going right now?
And she heard about that. I called her up.
So which
right
is the
after
preferred scotch for
Scotch for promotion.
For promotion, yeah.
But is there a specific one? But there's Scotch is a big topic.
Yeah.
We're talking Isleys, Highlands, Lowlands,
any.
What did I send you? I don't know what it was.
That sounds like our OIC.
Yeah.
Is it smoky, wet, and bad for me? Yes.
Yeah. No, as many of you know, Karen is in a rehab center because she broke both her ankles out in the hall here. Huh? Yeah, ow is right. How? The truth of the matter is, I was in front of this laptop, and she was in the hall outside the door that's behind me. She was helping Chris take some garbage out, and we had bought her some new Crocs. She loves Crocs for some reason until she broke both ankles. She twisted them. She must have fallen in the hallway, twisted them, broke 3 bones in one ankle and 2 in the other.
Are we talking about like the tarsals or higher up?
I think whatever's in the ankle. I talked to the initial whatever it is, the bone guy who saw her. The orthopedist.
Ortho guy, yeah.
The orthopedist, and he explained to me what it was, and that's how 3 in one and 1 in the other. This week, she went and saw the ortho took over from him, and they're now letting her stand on her left foot, and she says there's no pain, which is good.
Paul Williams, are you talking about this shagamuffin of a beard I got?
You're there or you're good.
Never heard.
Yeah, one of the two.
My God ain't going anywhere.
But when she was told today, you should have heard her scream. I needed to back off the phone when she screamed about it.
Broken bone healing is some of the most painful shit there is.
I'm getting questions about the patches, so let's talk about that real quick. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm sorry. So we picked 2 patches. We picked this style here will be a PVC patch. And no, I don't know who said it. That is not the rainbow. If you know your department colors, the green is included for the Marines. So no, it is not a rainbow. And then the second one is going to be the one on the lower left, or the 2 coins that were, 2 patches that we are going to have made.
The lower left? The
lower left.
Yes. The one that has Starfleet Internet, INTL period.
Yes.
I always thought it was like the one next to it. So
yes, and so we have.
Could you explain the PVC? You said they're PVC.
Yeah. Yeah, what
and a lot of us are more used to embroidered or even woven. So can you explain the difference and why these graphics, which are much higher fidelity, would work on this medium versus the ones we're familiar with?
It looks like a bar mat.
Kinda, yeah. Hang on, let me get a couple pictures so you can see the difference, Jeremy.
Generally, Jeremy, they're stronger. They
last longer, look better.
Flexible. They hold their colors forever because the PVC is actually the color that it is. So they don't bleach out well. They stay nice.
So you're talking the kind. You're talking the kind that you put on an operator's cap.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, whoever said it looks like bar mats is 100% correct. Actually.
So Jeremy, this is where's it at? Yeah. So this is PVC patches here. It's raised. It's color. The color is more prominent. It's more flashy. You can see it more from a distance than you can an embroidered patch. And we wanted to try this out and see if people would take a liking to it. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So those are the PVC patches. And
is there any way we could zoom up? That's fairly small. I'm seeing colored things. I'm not seeing.
Yeah.
I'm playing devil's advocate here. I actually know what you're talking about.
Okay. Let me. I don't know if I can zoom in.
I've been fielding these questions, and you're right. I think the bar mat example is spot on. Actually, I think I have one. I think this is a
And
coaster. It's like a really thin coaster.
Except it's what's it made out of?
But this one actually is just rubber, but similar to the PVC that he's using.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll have to find it again.
Yeah, no problem. Like I said, a lot of us are used to sending things out for embroider, and you have to have things that work with various stitch counts and things like that. So how do you attach them to your uniform? And what is the price point difference?
There would be 15 a pop.
Okay, so a little more expensive. And how do they attach to the uniform? I'm guessing it's not an iron-on situation.
No, it's Velcro.
Okay.
Yeah.
You sew the Velcro on, and then
most of us are used to it.
Okay. Yeah, we're used to cloth.
That's what we're used to.
Okay.
That's what we're used to. Cloth and thread.
Yeah,
PVC holds
they
its
last
color.
longer. So I mean, like you see some, you can see some of these patches here, the color difference. I mean, just overall, they look better.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah, I was just excited. And this is a vendor that you found. These are becoming more prominent, so we'll get to probably see more vendors like them, competitors in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any chance? Now I'm asking my question. If since we're starting this, is there any chance that we can maybe do like some corporate deal with getting better prices for weekend captors, whatever, follow suit with this newer technology? Because one thing that excites me is, oh shit, you mean the 23rd century isn't dependent on embroidery anymore? That sounds science fiction-y to me.
I'm sure we could probably work on getting a corporate discount through them. We actually have people that's on the ground in that area, and I can send them in to talk in person with them.
Okay.
So I'm sure we could probably work on that.
Want to see an example of the work?
Yeah.
Yeah, same people.
Okay.
Here.
And I got a little one here.
Yeah. I mean, I talked to him, and we got a good deal for it. So we'll see. Like I said, everybody seems to want. I got one guy in Canada that wants like 6 of each. So.
And the
Well, I mean, the only challenge that I always have when you guys order stuff is you order 50 of them, sell out of them immediately, and then
the reason why
there's never another round.
There will be another round because I want to see. I did not want to order more than 50. I wanted to test the ground, see how it was going to work, and as soon as I was talking about PVC patches and new and improved and more flashier than the embroidered and long lasting, long life. Because I mean, face it, some of these patches, after you wash them multiple times, they look like shit. They lose their color, they start to fold in, they just don't look good. But I mean, that happens. I mean, that's embroidered patches, and this is not. This is supposed to be top notch. How can we? So you'll be able to. They're going to come to my house. I'm going to take professional photos of them and take the weights, and I'll send them to the Quartermaster site. Will be going live. We were just waiting on the weights, and that information has been sent according to Cindy, our new CFO. She has those weights in hand.
Yeah,
so it will be on the
I can-
site. And
I can actually answer part of that too.
Go ahead, Kevin.
I've been made administrator of the Quartermaster site now. So as soon as I get all the details for all the products, we're going to try to get better images of the products as well. And we will get the site back up online as quickly as possible.
No, because I was running the last round of coins we had, and basically everybody in my entire region not everybody in my region, but a whole bunch of us wanted it in the region, but because they sold out so quickly, and we're still waiting for the next round of that.
We've done a second round. We've ordered them.
Never heard of
that thing the vinyls don't do when you wash them a lot.
Yeah. So also speaking of coins, a couple weeks back, somebody had suggested doing a coin for the first commander of Starfleet, the 25th commander of Starfleet, and the 50th commander of Starfleet. So it will be up to the next administration to do that part. But we have commissioned and done a concept for the CS for the 25th Commander of Starfleet's coin. And it will be produced. I'm not going to give these out. People are going to want to buy these anyways because I've already got a guy that wants 4 from San Francisco. So if you want them, you'll be able to buy them from the Quartermaster site once they're done. But the concept is going to be with a white background. It's going to be black and raised. So this is what the concept is going to be. That is it right there.
I like it. Cool. I think it's pretty.
That's pretty swanky.
Les Rickard had one, and they I got talked into doing a coin. I don't know why, but we're going to go ahead and do it. Option for international shipping. Paul, walk across to the United States and pick it up at the U.S. Postal Service.
Well, we know that's
Steve. Yes. I've got 2 letters for you. F you.
Hey, Richard. I don't care. No, we'll get it to you guys eventually. We're working on that.
That's actually part of the weight to the new site, right? Is that we'll have the information to do that correctly.
Yeah, that's the big reason for getting the weights on everything, because right now the Quartermaster site is only able to do flat rate boxes. So by setting up the weights, we'll be able to do proper mailing.
Hell, Little Commerce does that. I set that up. That's like a 5-year-old.
Yeah, the other thing is,
I need to go back to my engineering. I made it to 10 forward.
when you wash it a lot, because I had this one for years, and they lose their stiff.
You got a lease, Steve?
No. It's Kevlar Fire. It's not my brand, so
you can totally tell Drew's frame rate when it stalls out because the fan stops spinning.
No, I was talking about the strength of factor.
So how are we doing?
They fall apart on the inside. They're not real stiff anymore. Vinyl stays stiff.
You know, if you go to Velcro backing on either, you can take the Velcro or you can take the patch off before you wash it.
Yes.
I mean,
well, now you're just being logical and shit. What's going on up there in Canada?
Oh, that's.
Wait, did I say the word of the day or some shit? Love that. That was awesome. I don't even know what happened.
No, you said logical.
That was the word of the day? This is like double there now?
Yeah.
Okay. We're all 80s kids, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, shit. So.
Military brat.
Minimum.
John, you still awake over there? I'm impressed, buddy. Last time you were out and you were snoring on there, and I had to go ahead and take you off screen because after 15 minutes of hearing you snore, I'm like, okay, he's done.
Well, can you blame him in a robe like that? It was like cuddly as shit. Like, oh.
That was a while ago, Steve. And yeah, I was very comfortable.
I'm sure you was.
Right now, I'm in too much pain to be falling asleep.
It's all that hair you lost. So, Jeremy,
don't be jealous here, Steve.
I hear you have something to talk about the virtual international conference.
Oh, yeah, I was thrown under that particular shuttlecraft, but that's fine. Let me scroll up here. Of course, they could have sent a slightly smaller image. That'd be great. So, looking for volunteers. I'll distill some of this down. Looking for volunteers. Short order, we're looking for some folks to do graphics work. So if you have any of that, then please let us know.
Something from Facebook.
There's a couple ways that you can volunteer. You can email Aaron directly. I am not on Facebook right now, so I'm going to go slam shit into private chat here, and maybe the man behind the curtain can make that scroll across the screen.
Give me a second.
Awesome sauce. No hurry. And then also, if you go to, I'm going to give him another link, the website, then there's a form to fill out to volunteer. But so specifically, let's hear, they're looking for video creating and/or editing, and they're looking at the starting work on that next week. So this is kind of like really, they're pretty aggressive on what it is they're trying to do and trying to get the word out and create the styling up front, and so that everything is pardon, too many tacos tonight. My bad. But
you can never have too many tacos.
I keep trying.
Yeah,
keep
you
stuffing
can.
in my face.
So-
Especially with the guacamole.
I ate 12 tacos myself and thought I was going to die when I couldn't get to a toilet paper. But let me tell you, when you're trying to take off a gun belt and a ballistics vest in a friggin' hurry, and then you drop the gun belt and you have to make sure the gun didn't come out of the holster under the other stall so you can drop a deuce. Yeah, let me tell you, tacos suck.
Maybe have better tacos. I just have a little
Taco Bell.
Oh yeah, that's not food.
Well, it is when you're on the run.
That's not even tacos.
He is right.
That is
Jeremy
self-loathing
is right.
forms of
It's not food.
So
I've had better laxatives, bro. Anyway, we're gonna go talk about the freaking virtual IC because that's way better than where we were going with
Yeah,
that.
so they actually the concept that they have is going to be outstanding. I'm really excited to see this. This virtual IC from the stuff that they're going to do and the stuff that I got shown that they're planning on do, it's going to blow away even in-person conferences.
Yeah, so yeah, we're talking that there's dealers' rooms, there's artist alleys, there's we're gonna have some informal stuff and an interesting kickoff on Friday.
In Gather Town.
Don't spoil
That's
my thought.
that's the thing you start with because
No,
that's
hang on. So there's all these things, but then you start talking about how do we do it. So there's some traditional ways. If you're still, I don't want to scare folks off. Like you have to learn a new platform and pretend that you're Zelda, but there's still going to be the ways to navigate that many of us used to with, clicking a link on a website, go to the thing. This is the schedule. You'll get there. But one of the other ways is this platform called GatherTown. And it looks like, for those of us that were born in the 80s, a Zelda knockoff or Gauntlet or any of the other tragic things from our past. And you make a little avatar that you spend way too much time for making an 8-bit avatar that once it's on screen, you can't see shit, just like Zelda or Gauntlet. And then you can actually run from room to room. And as you get close to other people in various spaces, you're automatically logged into like a Zoom-like or Discord-like audio-visual feed. So you're automatically put in that room. Now you're talking to people. So it's kind of like you ran around and you ponied up to the bar and you sat next to Steve and Sarah there. And you decided that they were talking about weird tribble shit. And you were out. Like, dumb, I'm out. I gotta go talk to Drew and my man Tim downstairs over in the dark corner of the bar. And as you move your avatar around, it automatically puts you in these groups. It's really kind of exciting, and we're actually looking at, as part of the opening, kind of a demonstration on how to use. We haven't figured that out. We're still drinking on that one.
GatherTown is a lot of fun.
It can be, and what's really cool about it is there's no freaking way Starfleet can afford it. I was giving Lourdes the rundown, like, there's no way. Erin decided that she was tired of hearing her and I go back and forth and put in to see if we could just get it donated, because they do have that advertised on their website for 501c3, not 7s like us. And within a week they said, yeah, here you go, have it for 2 days, knock yourselves out. We have to make a couple of videos saying how much we liked it afterward. So we're going to have this very professional, awesome platform that offers a whole different way of navigating online events to make them more familiar. Like, you can physically walk to different rooms.
Yeah.
So if the panel room is over here and it's on Zoom, but you couldn't remember if it was on this Zoom channel or this link, walk your little link avatar over there.
And now this was a donated.
It does
damn near
definitely have
$2,000, correct?
old Zelda.
Yeah.
So was that
You're
Steve?
absolutely right by that,
I
Jeremy.
said this was donated. This was about $2,000 that was donated, correct?
We're guessing because how they do their finances, it's a per user per hour base, so it would really depend on how many users were on a given time. So we were just throwing out this would probably be anywhere from $1,400 to $2,000 that they just said, sure, knock yourselves out, makes a video singing our praises later.
I say that we do this. I say that we make Aaron Davies, the Vice Regional Coordinator of 13, the permanent International Committee Chairman.
I would warn off on things like that just because I learned my lesson over in 3rd Brigade.
Congratulations, Aaron. You have been voluntold the Starfleet way.
But actually, in other discussions with Aaron, who is indeed fantastic, and now we can talk all the kinds of nice shit about her while she's not here to defend herself.
What's against the rules, Aaron?
So actually, Aaron's going to help us rewrite the rules as they should be and bring things up to speed for both modern and virtual and hybrid and all kinds of different ideas as we work with Jerry Tian and others to modernize our documentation with all these lessons learned that we've had from the past several years. So
I need a link for that, Jeremy.
I'm kind of curious to see about what rules this is, that it's against what rules.
So right now, things you can't be on the IC Oversight Committee and be on the IC Execution Committee. That's a foul. As things are currently explained, but that's a fairly old document. And the last time I invoked it was because someone violated it so horribly, and they were the author when they lost Starfleet $20,000.
So that'd be was that 19?
So that's the last time I even referred to that document.
Was that IC 19?
So yeah, right now it was written in a conflict of interest, but again, it was written with the idea that these are the people that are going to go out there and solicit contracts from hotels and things like that. In the virtual world, we're in a much different situation. But as it turns out, we are still soliciting various companies, as she has done with Gather, as she's soliciting for various vendors, and working these corporate level deals. We probably need.
Aaron's tearing you apart in the chat.
She always is. If it's not me, it's an AB member. It's okay.
So we shouldn't have we should have a permanent position, and we should populate that with an experienced individual. And it usually turns out that by the time someone's done doing good work for ICs, she can run next time, not this time. I pointed that out to her.
So,
but by about the time that people are burnt out from doing, it's probably about the right time to shuffle them into the oversight role because they still know what needs to be done. But as we're getting into these new things, it's the old way of doing things is not the only way, and it's like really weird to have Mary Kane and all that who were like fantastic at IC registrations and everything we've done in the past. It's just not.
Well, Aaron, don't you know that in Starfleet, it's their model for be doing stuff that's conflict of interest on a lot of stuff?
Yeah. Also, there's no such thing as permanent. But permanence is a lie.
Yeah.
The only constant is change. But no, we can codify positions. We can codify what the expectations are, and she's going to help write manuals and stuff on that as we're going and learning things. So I'm quite excited about that. Anyway, she's got plans for Friday. We've got plans for artist alleys. We've got plans for vendors.
Maybe you guys can work on a video talking about it so we can air it at the next After Dark.
That might very well be where that call for volunteers that have video power came from.
Well,
hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Since I was actually in the promotion thing, the video is being worked on now.
Yeah.
I believe the 15th or 16th, they're supposed to be getting a video together for the advertisement. one of the nice things of instead of doing an auction that's just the one-day auction, it's actually going to be done professional style, and it'll start a week out, and not only be for us, but also outside of SFI and bid on these things so we can get the maximum amount of money for the charitable donations.
Yeah, it's a professional auctioneer's website, so kind of like your own private eBay.
And in Gathertown, those vendor and dealer booths, they're advertisement booths, and you can even, they're working at where even the
Sarah,
ship
if you guys are
can
talking,
get-
you need to mute yourselves, please.
Yeah, so the
even the ships will be able to get their own booth where you can advertise your chapter, or you could gather there and hang out.
and people could like literally walk up to your chapter's booth, much like they would at a convention. So the concepts of social navigation are very similar. It's just being represented in an 8-bit Zelda knockoff. I actually love the platform, and I hate the avatars. It's kind of like
it feels very much like Zelda, and I have the cringy.
And I played more Gauntlet than I played Zelda, so I'm like running around like, Wizard needs food badly.
See, I never played Zelda. I actually played Dragon Warrior though. So.
Jeremy, you took my joke. I've been trying to get you to break enough for me to do Wizard needs food badly.
I'm sorry, I had to do it. My bad. I always play Wizard. Sorry to steal your thunder, bro. But at least the job got done.
Jonathan or Hoodman?
So
was it Archer or Ranger?
Archer. It would be Archer in Gauntlet.
I meant in Gauntlet.
There was Warrior, there was like Cleric, Wizard, and the other guy.
No, it was Warrior, Valkyrie, Wizard.
Valkyrie, that's right.
You guys know what time it is, right?
Time for Steve to go to sleep?
There has been plenty of time to do the SFDPP 101 and 102. Work has begun with fleet operations and the regional coordinators to determine which COs and XOs that have not taken the required exams. Starfleet is now dry docking or removing either the CO or XO who are lacking. These requirements have been set forth in the Members' Handbook and by the Office of Commander Starfleet in conjunction with the Admiralty Board of Starfleet International. Everyone with elevated access to the database including COs and XOs must have OTS, OCC, SFDPP 101 and 102.
Who are the lazy people who haven't got that done yet?
Oh, we're gonna open up this can of worms.
If we're going to talk about this, I'm going to go fill this back up. I'll be back.
Because they should be flogged.
We still have people that has not done this damn test to remain active. And guess what? I have a surprise for you at the end of February. I'm going to be asking. So we're not going to do this anymore.
I can't take it for another month.
I'm not going to do this anymore. You guys are all adults that run these chapters. If you have not got your SFDPP 101, 102, and recertification, if it's time, I am going to be asking for a complete list of chapters from operations. I'm not going to be sending out emails. You will log into the database and notice you're no longer a CO. You no longer have your thing. That's how you're going to know. And then when you contact me, I'm going to tell you that you failed as a CO because you failed to maintain the minimum requirements to be a CO on that chapter, and therefore you will need to restart over. We're not playing this game no more. If you have a problem, you know how to send me messages because I get plenty of messages about it. Shouldn't be a requirement. You shouldn't be doing this. You're a dictator. Well, guess what? I only got 11 months to go, and then you all are not my problem no more.
Yeah. Steve's got that short condition. I'm short time. I do it at home.
I'm surprised Steve doesn't have it out like it's 10 months, 29 days, 45
they
minutes.
should give you a month before we do it.
Well,
But I did go in to look if I could take the renewal, and it told me
Okay.
I had to wait until a month before.
That's fine. So
That's
I am
right.
300. I'm 330 days from the end of my administration.
So you came in kicking, you're going out kicking.
Well,
no, I came in kicking like a wrecking ball, and now I'm going out crawling like a fat old guy that's had enough. Like you can't even drag you can't drag me back into this crap. I will be kicking and screaming. I'm like, I'm done. I nominate Ryan Case and Jeremy Carson as the next CS and VCS at Starfleet International. Why? Because they're not here to be actually to defend themselves.
That's right. They didn't show up, so we blame them.
I'm sure Jeremy will be here in a second.
Oh, Jeremy will be blitzed. He was like, "Oh, you out of your damn mind? Hell no!"
Just have Jeremy sign something, and there you go. He won't know.
I mean, that's the whole thing of uniform variants, and in my on our ship, it's just like bribe the OIC with scotch. It works. Actually, it works for everybody.
Actually, Paul, to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. Once I leave office, I've been asked to sit on 2 different administrations in key roles. I may still do that, or I may just silently climb back on my chapter, set it at warp 6, and just leave the solar system and just fade away slowly. I don't know. We'll see.
Right.
My wife's watching, and I can hear your.
I don't give a damn.
Your commentary about who should run.
I don't care. And if I have to come out of retirement because the fleet's fucked up again in 3 years, I'm gonna be really pissed. The first person I'm gonna come knocking on is gonna be Jeremy Carson. So you better be ready in 3 years when shit goes back and I have to come back.
Yeah, if that person gets CS, I'm leaving.
I don't want to see a damn excuse this time. Well, I don't care, buddy. Get up and let's go. I got a bottle of scotch with your name on it. Let's rock and roll.
However, I am picking up. So
you're what?
I am. I actually like basically the closer the scotch tastes to Irish whiskey, the happier I am. It turns out I don't really love that peaty. Why is there a campfire in my mouth? Taste. So you can keep all your Isleys and your Highlands.
Pure sacrilege there.
Here, Binky.
You gotta know what you like. I mean, I'm Irish. I like Irish whiskey.
You looking at everybody?
Well, then drink Irish whiskey.
I do. I was having that last night. And
hey, Jeremy, how much longer do you have till you go to Lieutenant General?
I have no idea. I just recently made Major.
February of 2021, right?
So 2 more years?
Yeah,
I thought it was 36 months.
Like 2 years of change or some shit.
Because it's 2 years for fleet, and then I think it's
I'm still
2
being,
for the next one, and then major on it's 36, I think.
I'm still being the very modern, the very model of a modern major general. I mean, this is this is comfortable. I am not the rank guy anyway. Like most of my signature blocks don't have rank on it. I think it's a nice attaboy, and it's cool within the organization, but anyone who hangs their hat on their rank is just not really. That's a pretty red bark on my.
I feel judged.
It's fine. There's just so many people that have thrown it around like, it's tank, right? I mean,
as Alex likes to say.
And as someone who's gotten like, I'm enlisted to my core, man. Like I was a staff sergeant in the Air Force. The idea of being a flago is weird to me. I had a rule that I was not allowed to talk to flag officers. That was passed from unit commander to unit commander. So for me to be a flag officer is just kind of like there is someone rolling in their grave right now. I don't know who, but someone feels bad about this. And
you feel special.
Like even my core, I'm still just a staff sergeant trying to do jobs. Make shit go. And when someone stumbles in front of me at 0600 in the morning, and salutes me at an IC, my brain just like locks up. It's like, oh, what's going on?
I remember I got saluted at IC-19 while I was in uniform, and that person later became my aide de camp.
I'm not even sure I was wearing clothes. Like, apparently I was, because no one arrested me, and I was making it down to like, need eggs, bacon, into base, make, go, and where's coffee? And so this dude's like, good morning. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I have no idea who that individual was, but it's like, we need now twice the amount of coffee and bacon that we needed moments ago.
You're only making me, Jeremy. You're only making it so that every time I see you in person, I will salute.
That's fine. Don't do it before the coffee.
Richard, I probably got a greater chance of seeing him in person before you do.
Guaranteed.
I will salute Jeremy and
because if you're going to Tallahassee for 23, that means 24 at best.
Maybe they might have a gamma version of the fucking.
Where up in America's hat are you?
What?
Remember, it's prison.
No, where in Canada are you though?
Well, I'm in Calgary, so like Tallahassee is a bit of a.
I don't even know where that is. So I am.
Calgary.
I'm in Winnipeg.
Fine.
Columbia, there's Nova Scotia. There's fucking polar bears.
Yeah, but come on, we're talking about you're a states person, and 55% of you guys can't find your own state on a.
That's fairly true.
So
I'm
surprised you don't know where I am.
I kind of know where Montreal is.
And I know where Calgary is. And I know
where's Calgary?
I know my
32-degree line between Orlando and Tampa, and Winter Haven is right in the middle. That's where we're at.
What are we talking about?
I
Where the hell is
I
Calgary?
think we're roughly north of Billings. Does that help you at all?
Yeah. Actually, as long as we're talking about Alaska.
Billings is in Montana.
Sure, whatever.
I got trapped in Montana for 4 days once because they closed I-90.
I keep forgetting Montana's a thing.
Oh, it's a thing, all right. Let me tell you, I've been through there.
As have I.
Like the only reason I know Wyoming exists is because one of my favorite book series takes place there. I love the Longmire series.
Yeah, you look like you would.
Says Scruffy McScrufferson there.
Have you looked in the mirror lately? I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I just actually shaved.
Yeah, I've got to too. I got drilled coming up the 19th.
I'm really sad. I tried to do like the COVID cut, which I'm fairly happy with the haircut part.
Yeah,
but
I need
the
it.
beard got too short. I'm really
I
sad.
need
Wife's
a hair-
happy about it because she likes.
I need a haircut and a shave, and to see if I can squeeze my fat ass into my uniform for the regimental change of command.
That sounds like fun, Steve.
No, it is not fun. I get to go be with a whole lot of people I don't like seeing.
That said, if Jeremy ever became CF, we would automatically make the Scotty vest here qualify as a Class A uniform.
Hell, we can do that now before I leave. Let's do it.
To include shorts and flip flops.
I have no problem with that. I'll support that.
I'll put all the goddamn medals on it. I don't give a shit. This is just the most comfortable thing, and like Scotty was always my hero growing up. So the fact that I got a Scotty jacket, like,
you are a man of taste.
Yay, a bad taste.
That said, I have realized that McCoy is my spirit animal. My toleration of humanity is pretty low.
You're not doing anything but endearing yourself to me. So.
I'm a sexy bitch. I don't know what to tell you. But I've got like all these cool uniforms and stuff, and like it's polyester and it's Texas. And I'm like,
hey Jeremy, you know what I'm watching right now? The Dan Toole drunk video from IC-19.
I don't even know it.
No idea what you're talking about.
So once we go offline, I'll let you guys.
Let's not.
No, once we go offline, I'll show you. Just stay online.
I mean, I hadn't been to a physical IC since 16, like since I saw you, and we had pie. We had buttermilk pie. Like
God,
last I saw you.
Pie now.
We went to a restaurant where it was kind of like a kitsch thing, which was funny. Like if you lied and said you'd never had buttermilk pie before, apparently people visiting Kentucky don't know what good shit is, they would just give you a slice for free. So like Starfleet writ large lied about buttermilk pie. They just brought us platters upon platters of buttermilk pie, and you know it was good.
Jeremy, check your Facebook Messenger.
Oh god. Oh god, that looks fun. It's all right. Yost just posted a picture for my birthday of me, Sam Black, and him, and he wished me a happy birthday. But then he also dimed himself out and said, "I don't even remember seeing you that night." Well, you're the one that posted it, so you clearly had the image. And yeah, missed you too, brother. That was actually my first IC, and there's where I got my call sign.
Well, hop on your bike and come down here, Jeremy.
Don't you live in like Florida or some shit?
Yeah, right
You
between Orlando and Tampa.
You can't say shit. We drove from Kentucky there for a birthday
No, I'm just
party.
wondering like why everyone wants to be in Florida other than Orlando or Daytona.
And you and I can split a bottle of scotch.
Again, only if it's the very not peaty shit. Like if it tastes like someone put a campfire in my mouth, I'm really sad.
No, some really good single malt scotch. I don't drink shit.
Drew.
Single malt doesn't mean shit. It's really a matter of the areas. Even though there's a lot of blended scotches out there that are quite nice now, I'll drink some Johnny Walker, mainly because that's become a traditional thing. And Johnny
How
Walker.
about Jameson? Irish whiskey.
Jameson's all right, but I'll bring you good Irish whiskey though. Like Redbreast or Kirkconnell or Green Spot. Green Spot's one of my faves. Well, that's like a bottle. Find it.
What do you want, Sarah?
So it's like not
I didn't
bad,
do
but
it.
it's not like trivial. I don't know what Steve's doing. Steve's watching like clown porn or something. He's laughing so hard.
Yeah, he's watching the Dan Tool Drunk video.
I finally found a box to
Again.
fit your horse gun in, Jeremy.
Oh yeah, cool.
I found another one that's
been a
also-
bitch.
I didn't even tell my wife that I bought myself a birthday present.
Wow, she knows now.
But now, well, she's watching. So hey, honey, Sharon, woohoo!
Hold on, Jeremy wasn't here when we were showing the other stuff.
No,
He sent me a lot of cool stuff.
All that other good shit.
So
Are you a gamer,
actually-
Jeremy?
What?
You a gamer? Tabletop?
I've been known to play a game or two. Yeah, in fact, I'm really
A
addicted
tricorder
to.
shaped dice holder.
Okay. I fell down a rabbit hole the other day. Are you familiar with Hero Forge?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that's really. Oh, okay. Quite nice.
It holds the dice.
And
And this is the dice tower.
Actually, I don't know that a tricorder is going to hold all my dice. Yeah. Now, do we have like? Yeah, I heard there's a warp core.
That's the dice tower.
Okay, but how many dice does it hold?
Doesn't hold, it rolls.
This rolls them, and it'll roll as many
Well,
as
if
you
you
dump down.
plug it up a little bit, sir, it holds it. Yes, stick a dial
Well,
in your
it's not
press
fully
bar.
glued together yet, so. But it looks like a warp core.
You need a dice.
Drew, is it heavy?
I can tell you right now, it will go with 12 real easy.
She asked how heavy that is there, Drew.
It's about a pound.
Okay.
The way you remove it, I didn't know if it was heavy.
So
you
here's-
notice Jason
I'm gonna
said
put
he bring good
lights inside
Canadian whiskey.
the coils.
There's only one thing good from Canada: the exit signs.
Oh, but you're right about their whiskey.
I'll take a drink
Canadian
of that.
whiskey is in fact correct. It's so much shit that one of them decided to call themselves Texas Royal, and it's Canadian whiskey. Like, man, you guys are so not proud of the craft you're exporting. You're just so used to sending shit across the border during the Prohibition that you'd like stop trying.
Well, they send Miller Lite all over the world.
Yeah, I didn't say that was okay either.
They used to send Chlors.
So it turns out that all the American beers are actually styled off of Japanese beer. And it's a weird thing that no one actually knew. Because two people pre-prohibition went and taught Japan how to make beer. One of their names was Mr. Bush, and the other guy's name as a competitor was Mr. Miller. And they taught Japan how to make beer. Turns out Japan's not really big. They don't have a lot of friggin' room to make barley, but they were pretty good at making rice. So they cut most of their recipes with rice. When America exited the prohibition, it was during the Depression, and so everyone was looking for ways to cut corners. So they really just went and asked their Japanese friends that they had made a couple years back what they were doing now, and they were cutting it with rice. And so it was so much cheaper to produce beers with rice. That's why American beer post-prohibition is in fact crap.
All right, guys. So we're about at the hour mark. Unfortunately, we keep these a little shorter now because the 2, 3, 4 hour streams just I couldn't do it no more. Now that I'm married and I can't do the long streams anymore. So tonight we were joined with Captain Sarah Rosenzweig, Admiral Alex Rosenzweig in the background, Fleet Captain Kevin Plumber, Chief of Staff, Starfleet International, Drew Mariner, Sean Durr of the USS Russell Camp III, Associate Producers, Colonel Tim Johns and the lovely Kitty, the new one, Colonel Richard Steele, 10th Brigade, Admiral Jeffrey Higdon, Chief of Communications, Fleet Captain John Rogers, XO of the USS Constellation, and Major General Jeremy Karsten. Thank you all for coming on. If you all like to stay on, don't leave yet momentarily after this. We'll everybody have a great night. And as always, as soon as I find that button, where's it at?
I'm going to go hit my Discord server if anyone's interested, because shit, it's Friday. Why not? So, yeah, join discord.region3.org.
I don't like this internet.